position. We're going into the overhook, but one of the first good transitions to the overhook is a cross grip. So start off here in our guard. All right, I start with my cross grip. If he's gripped up here, it's hard for me to do any of the stuff that we've been working on, this cross grip, pull across or anything. So I'm going to come inside, make a figure 4 to help me pop this off. When I do this, I pull him forward, I pull him over, and I establish my overhook. Generally, when we're looking for an overhook and we got the gi, we want to grab this lapel here too. Check. So here, boom, cross grip, but he's got a good grip. All right, so I come in here, I break it, I've got both arms in there, and I've got a good structural thing to do it. Now I swim inside, I pull in with my legs. As I overhook, this hand goes behind my head, I'm getting a nice deep overhook. I feed this to here, okay? Remember, I'm pulling with my legs to help set this up. Here we go. One more time, boom. Cross grip, can't do any of the stuff I was trying to do. Come in here, right? I pop it off, I pull over here as I'm pulling it towards me, get my overhook, shrimp, set the grip. Good to go? I'll see you good. Remember that one?
No, I don't remember that.
So here, let's go over all of these here, and then you got on the thing here. So now, if I don't have that, when he grabs this one side, this lapel, all right, the thing that if I'm not playing that game, I want to show you guys what we're looking for is this overhook. Okay? So there's different ways to get there. If he's got this grip, right? If I'm not playing that cross grip game, I can use a cross wrist and pop that grip off. As soon as that's popped off, pull him in, establish my overhook. Okay? Anytime we're grip fighting and he doesn't have anything, we're kind of playing patty cakes here, I can use my legs and go right to that overhook. Right? See where we're at? So this is probably the least technical, right? He's here, we're playing patty cakes, boom, I get that overhook, and right away I establish this grip. Because what does this grip do? Tightens everything up and keeps what here? Keeps the head down. Okay? So probably least technical, just pulling with the legs and bases. The second, using that cross grip clear and grab. The third, being the cross grip. Go ahead, grip up. Right? I come inside, pop it off, and I'm here. Okay? And then the last, just so that you get an idea, look, this is all grip fighting and working for a thing. I can also set this up off of, these aren't the only ways to get here. We're just doing 4 that I think are really good and are high percentage and show good ways to get into this. A lot of times if I go for the guillotine, right, he's going to defend by putting this arm in, right? Here. Right? He doesn't want me, he's going to hug me and put me back towards my back. So when he does that, I've got an arm and guillotine situation here, but it's not going to work. So I can use this to pass this off, and look, what if I transition to? Right into that overhook. So this arm and guillotine, if I'm not going to be able to do anything with it, start looking for the transition right there. So when we come out, look, I've already got my grip. Check. So one more time through. What's my first one? Most basic. We're grip fighting. There's nothing. We're still working our thing. I pull him towards me with those legs. I overhook. Right? What's the next thing? Cross wrist. Just pop that wrist off. Pull forward with the legs. Notice we're doing a lot of pulling forward with the legs. All right, next one, off the cross grip, figure 4, boom, swim in, establish that overhook. Right, and then last but not least, I set up my guillotine, boom, I'm trying to push me back down the floor. So I say, okay, fine. I put this in, I make him still fight to get this out. I mean, he's fighting to get that out. He's gonna take his hand and put him back on my elbow and fight to pop his head out, but what, he's popping right into what? Right into my good overhook position here. Check? All right, so let's drill those 4 entries, and if you have any that you think are super cool, let me know and we'll talk about it. Good to go? Let's do it. Jason, please. So whatever let's do that. So once I get this, I'm generally looking for a little bit of an angle here, right? Coming out on this angle. My first thing is really more of a harassment thing. It makes him defend things, okay? If he doesn't defend, it's hard to get this thumb in. Once you've got this ratcheted down, it's hard to get the thumb in. So generally, I'm just gonna grab some material and start choking here, pulling this across and pushing this across. So he's gotta defend somehow, right? Yeah. See where we're at? So there's a couple different ways he can defend. Depending on the way he defends is how we can continue on with something. Now, if I set this up and he starts pushing my arm across, I look for this sleeve, okay? Everybody see that little transition? Once I get that sleeve, I've got his arm trapped. And I transition to my triangle, and it stays very tight. Even though his hand is in, it's not doing him a lot of good, right? Right? Okay? So we're here, I go for my choke, he starts to push on my arm, push my arm across. I let go of the lapel, I grab the sleeve, I keep that tight, open up, triangle city. I will keep a hold of this. He'll be trying to either punch the arm through or try to pull the arm out. If he's trying to pull the arm out, I let him. Okay? See where we're at? Once I get my foot on my hip and I'm ready to change my angle, I let him. Boom, boom. And we're tight here, and I've got the arm isolated. If he hugs, what do I do? Okay, if he's hugging here, put this foot down, lock everything, hug defend, right? And squeeze these legs together. So we use this shoulder against his garage. Check. Once more. Okay, boom. Out we go, get the overhook, boom, I'm here, I start the choke. He defends by pushing on my elbow. I make this grip, I'm also using my knee, now he's trying to get his arm out or whatever he's trying to do, boom. Wait to let go of this arm. If he's trying to punch it through, keep a hold of it, keep it blocked, right? Lock everything up. Don't let go until I'm ready to lock it up. Even with this hand in, it's very difficult for him to defend now. Not impossible, but difficult. Okay? Any questions? A lot of times guys will rip the arm out and try to come around the side. But if you're set up right, it should be hard. It's harder to do off the grips. Okay? You good? All right, let's go. And this here. Okay. Boom. 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 All right. He may want to kill this grip, so he may bring that arm across, grab my lapel, and try to put pressure down to kill that arm. Okay? When he does that, I can still reach across. Depending on where we're at, I can actually come across and control this arm, do kind of like an arm turn, right? And then turn it into what? Anytime he reaches that arm across, he's putting himself in a position for that. So I'm here, boom, and he wants to close it down, boom, right? So I pull that arm out, I hold on to it. If I can get this arm, look at, see where we're at now? Get your arm out. It's tough, right? And I'm right here. Everything's deep. And it's very hard for him to get out with this arm. Get out. Really tough with that arm there, it's not really, by the time he gets that out, that's on. Check. So I kind of look at it like an arm Turk, but you're backing it up with this hand. Do you want to see?
No, because I do similar if I can't reach this one on the first one.
Yeah. So both of these work together, right? Boom, boom. Right? I try to reach, boom, right? I can also pull this in or block. I usually wait because it just, I like to stay tighter. And I usually do the arm lock only if he comes over the top, right? If he comes over the top here. Now, oh, he comes over the top. Now I'm controlling the arm, legs out, and we're tight. Good to go? So, kind of an arm Turk, back it up with an elbow control, then shrimp out like you already know, and arm bar. Check. Let's do it. So, how do we get there? Look, just your basic posture break here, right? So both swimming in, right? Boom, look, where am I? Right there, okay? So, I start off with this, I don't got it, he's defending, I'm not getting what I need. Now look, it's hard for me to go thumb in, but it's pretty easy for me to go fingers in. Now, we're looking to transition down the elbow so that I can make an arm bar here, okay? But I want to make him want to, okay? So I'm gonna do a little bit, this is kind of an electric scorpion here, because I'm pulling with this on that side of his carotid, and then I'm pushing with this side into this carotid, right? See that, how my fist goes into his carotid arteries here, right? Now he's gonna try to get away. As he tries to get away, now he's tapping from what? This arm lock, right? This is the knee on the back arm lock. My knee's putting pressure on my arm and on his shoulder. I'm trapping him in here, and I'm using this to slide down and get my arm across his elbow, okay? If he tries to bend it, other way, if he tries to come back into me here, right? If he tries to underhook and come back into me here, go. Where's he putting himself? Into that Americana, right? If he tries to turn it the other way to escape, where is he putting himself? Omoplata. Okay, boom, right away. Shrimp out, break him down. He's already down, break him down. Okay, so we've got scorpion, the knee on the back arm bar, or the knee on the elbow arm bar, and the omoplata and the Americana, that Frank Mir style Americana, all back to back, all very close. This is a very, very strong series, I think. Jay, would you agree? Very strong series. I think I like this series a lot, and I'm pretty sure Jay likes this series a lot. Okay, boom, boom, boom. I get my grip. Maybe he's not playing my game, whatever. I know I'm not going to get this, so I go fingers in, and I start the scorpion choke. I'll get this sometimes. Just hold on to it, push, he'll try to fight, right? He'll try to fight, but if I have it tight, it's there. Now, if we're kind of loose, then I don't get it, but that allows me to move down the elbow, down the arm a little bit. But look, I keep this, I'm blocking his shoulder, I'm totally locking his shoulder up. So when I squeeze my knees together, my arm's across the back of his elbow. When I squeeze my knees together, that arm bar goes on, okay? Now when he bends it to try to defend, he's got two ways he can defend it. He bends it that way, okay, fine, we hit our Americana, okay? He bends it the other way, boom. Right, get here first. If he wants to fart around holding on to my foot, no other foot. That's fine, whatever. Right, he's not able to base up on it, and eventually, I'm gonna fight my way out. If he's holding on to my foot, it's hard for him to base up. Check. Remember we talked about that a couple weeks ago, right? When I'm trying to do some omoplata. But what if he grabs your foot, coach? Right? So grab my foot. If he grabs my foot, I kick it, and I get the omoplata anyways. Because if he's trying to arm wrestle my leg, who's gonna win? There's times when you can arm wrestle the leg, right? If he's in a good position here in the toesy pass and he's controlling my leg down here, that's different, right? If he's controlling this here and he's controlling my hips. But once we're already out here, if he's trying to control my foot at this point, whoo, and he's throwing himself off balance. Check. You good, or one more time? Everybody good? Scorpion to knee on the back of the elbow arm bar, and then the omoplata. Oh, and the Americana. Let's go. Yeah. Like if I can't get the choke, if I can't get the scorpion grip, if this is so tight for some reason, right? If I can't get my fingers in, look, I can still press. I'm blocking this. I can still get the knee squeeze arm bar, and I can still transition to the other stuff. But this is just a nice, I'll even let up on this a little bit. You know, if it's super tight, I'll let up on a little bit, get that grip in there, because this makes him crazy. Just make him go crazy, right? And it's like, why not? It's just one more thing for him to deal with, so that he's not thinking about that arm, he's not thinking about that omoplata, he's not thinking about that. A mere Ricana.
all the stuff that he showed us in the past from that, just like, so we're going over this particular position, like the sub posture, but all the stuff of that submission series, jaw muscle, all that still applies. And it makes sense, all the other stuff. Like when you can't get the hand in, you go down the jaw muscle, make the space to get the hand in, all that stuff.
Can you go?
That's all.
Okay. So mirror side grip, same side. Okay. So take this arm across, grab behind the elbow. My hips go up. I move it across. Foot comes in the hip. Leg comes over. Leg comes over. Now this arm can come up and hug. I'm hugging. Leg over the head, pushing down. Standard arm bar finish. Okay. So basic 2 on 1 arm. Okay, here. Come across above the elbow, grip deep, right? And use my foot, boom. I get the arm deep, okay? Generally he's fighting to come back in now. He's trying to push back in this way. So the leg comes up, I come over, hug the arm, and finish with the arm lock. Huh? Okay, sleeve grip, come across. I can bump and pull it across, foot in the hip, bump, pull it across. Generally he's trying to pull that arm and get it back. This gives me the energy to bring this leg up, leg over, hug, and up into the arm lock. Good to go? Okay, stop it. Okay, so now we're going to go into our Lotta Bit series off of this grip. We have a whole series here. Okay, square up your knees. Alright, standard mirror side grip. When I say mirror side, it's if I move this hand, he moves his hand. If I move this hand, he moves his hand. So standard mirror side grip. My opposite hand grabs the material on the pant knee. Okay, I make a little grip and I get a hold of it. Okay, from here, I'm going to bring my foot into the hip. Okay, and I'm going to hip up over this elbow, this direction. Okay, if he generally he's going to push back into me to try to right it. As he pushes back in to right it, I bring my leg up under his armpit and I come over to the Lotta Bit. Pinning, transitioning to the arm attacks right away. I've already got the grip, so I want to utilize it. Okay, mirror side grip, grip. Okay, foot goes in the hip. I go hips up and over to this direction here. Boom. Alright, as he tries to come back in and right me from getting him swept over here, this leg comes up in the armpit, and I take it over. Pinning, transition, that's a bonus. Okay, same side grip, mirror side grip, get the knee, foot in the hip. I push hips up, yeah. As he pushes back in, this comes up in the armpit. Boom. Take him over. Transition right over. Good to go? Stop it. Same grips. Foot in the hip. I come over. He's going to base. Alright? He's going to base here. And he's happy to hang out here and base. Okay? So I'm going to let go here. Grab at the wrist. Pull on the wrist. Hips up. And I come up on the other side. Lotta Bit grip. Foot in the hip. Hips up into it. He bases. He's happy to hang out here. He doesn't want to push back. He's been Lotta Bit sweep before. I grab, I pull this in, and hips up. And again, if I can isolate the arm and attack, I go right from there. Alright, hips up, the bases. I pick this up, bump my hips again, and isolate the arm. Good to go? Okay. So grip, boom, and he bases up with his foot to keep me from bringing him back over this. So off of this, the leg comes right over. Either I continue to control the knee, if I need to roll through, or they're on the arm. Okay, just want to bring this is too far away for me to grab. Okay, boom. Leg comes forward, in front of the head, or shin in the neck. Alright, and we transition to the what? Come to pop arm bar, right? Come to pop arm bar. Boom. You go. And we worked on a cross grip and some other grips. Working from our standard, you know, our kind of A1 game is to open this up and set this deep grip. But sometimes I can't get it. He's fighting, he's posturing up, and I end up with a less than optimal grip. At this point, it's pretty easy generally to get a hold of this. He's generally got either hold on to my lapel or put it in my hip, you know, either side. So generally, this is pretty easy to get to. Okay. One of my when we want to sweep, all right, one of our first sweeps is our scissor sweep, all right? A lot of times people be like, oh, I gotta put my foot on the floor, and then I shrimp out, right? And then he knows what's going on, and he, you know, defends. I can also just use this pressure, this leg on top of his leg to kind of lock him in position and shrimp that hip out and get into position. Remember, guys, I'm shrimping my hips out, not coming up on my side with my hips in front of them, right? I don't want to just come here and turn up. I can't even do it. I don't know how people do that, right? I want to shrink my hips out here, my butt going this way to get into this position so that I have the leverage that I need in order to sweep, right? This goes this way, this goes this way, and he goes over. I keep this foot hooked, right? Keep this foot hooked in the hip, come up to the top. I'm set up now. I'm setting my grip deep as I transition so that I have that choke. I still have this arm. I can attack the arm. If he breaks the grip, I can go into my chokes. If I keep a hold of this, I can transition to the arm locks from the high position here. Okay? So that's all review. Boom, set my grip. He's posturing. How it's good. So I get a hold of this sleeve. Right, shrimp with my hamstring on the top of his leg, shrimp out, my knees are here. Now, if he doesn't allow me to sweep me, bases back here, right? He bases back here off the basic sweep. One of the things that I can do is the knee push. I'm gonna sit back a little bit, all right? So that I have room to bring this leg up. I'm gonna push on that knee to stretch him out, take him over anyways. I finish the same way. And again, as I come over the top, this is an advanced thing right here, right? As I come over the top, I'm setting this and setting. All right, I'm setting up for this double attack, arm bar, and choke. Check. If I go to do this, I set up, I go to sweep, and he stands. Okay? I block again, it's a knee push. I'm above the knee. I push this out, and it makes it pretty uncomfortable for him because he's falling from a higher position. I stretch him out. Okay. Boom. I go to sweep. He stands. My foot's here. I'm going to pull this arm and head. See, look at this. I stretch him out. And I drive him over with that leg. At the same time, I come up. I'm always punching to the ground, getting this grip, getting my forearm close to his chest so that I'm lined up for where I need to be for my attacks. Here we go. Now from here, same position. A lot of times, like I say, he knows what he's doing, he's got his arms on me, and he's fighting that game. He's looking to open up my guard and put pressure. So I'm going to get this same side grip, okay, same side grip. I'll push around, okay. but maybe he's not letting me bring my knee across by keeping his elbow down and fighting me. Or maybe I just like this move here where I bring my knee over the arm, okay? With the knee over the arm, I can still sweep, okay? But generally, he's gonna, as soon as I do this, he's gonna want that arm out of there. And when he brings the arm out, we transition to the try right away. And this is really nice and tight because I've got this to control. And then when I club his head like a baby seal with my calf, it's already there locked up. And I have his arm extended as well. With my fist in here, it gets nice and tight, right? If I can get that triangle with that arm in, it goes on real fast. Check. It's kind of like without that leg, right? Even without locking it out, that arm's in there. Remember that, guys? No arm triangle. I've got my arm in there, just not his. Check. So again, on the setup, boom, boom. Playing my game, he's staying back. I shrimp, he doesn't let my knee across. Or maybe this is just my game. I got nice long legs, like some people around here, right? I bring the knee across, he goes to pull. Now look, I'm keeping this arm here where I can put pressure with this leg. Everybody see that? I'm using my leg to put pressure on this arm. I keep this far enough out that he's not getting his elbow back. Now when he goes to move that arm out, I keep up and over, foot in the hip, right arm locked. Good to go? No, it's not good to go?
Well, I have a question.
Okay, question.
For the knee that's on his arm, I guess does the depth of that matter? Are you trying to sink it in or are you trying to place it over his arm?
No, just getting the leg over the arm. Look, if he leaves it there, even if he leaves it there, okay? If I do this and he leaves his arm there, I can still do the triangle. Okay? It just works a little bit better when he goes to pull that arm out. Feel the difference?
Usually I'm thinking,
Because he's thinking about, yeah, he's trying to do that. But I'm holding on and putting, you know, what did I say? The triangle trap. It's the triangle trap. Snap. Good to go? Does that answer your question? Awesome. Let's do it.
let me see here. So guys,
Boom, I don't have this deep grip. He's posturing up. Boom, right. I go to do my sweep. Okay, and he's defending. He's kind of staying back. He's keeping a good base. So what I'm going to do is maybe his posture's down a little bit. Maybe he's trying to put pressure on my knees, right? But notice where my grip is. My grip's long, right? So I can kick back to the closed guard, but sit up at the same time and hit my what? I do my genie choke. Check. I use that momentum, right? He's postured back. Look where this hand is. He's not really worried about it right now because I'm sitting back trying to, right? It's underneath that chin. But when I kick this leg and sit up, now it's on. And if he defends, then it turns into what? That's sweet. Right? Make sense? Okay. Awesome. I'm here, I'm working this, right? I go to sweep, and he breaks the grip and bases. Okay? I let go of this, and I get on the key. Here, trying to sweep, right? He's basing, he's not letting me do it. So I'm gonna again kick this and use that to spin me around for the arm lock. Boom. Right? And last but not least, I start to sweep him and he's basing. Okay, go ahead, keep your control, right? He's holding on here, that's perfect. Anytime he's holding on with this arm here, it's perfect because he's right there for that side on the plot. So all of my basics are here off of the scissor posture, right? The scissor sweep becomes a posture, a platform to launch all these attacks and other sweeps from. And this is just off the standard grip. Next week we'll work off of the cross grip. Does that make sense? So once more, we have four different submissions here that you guys already know. What was the first one? I do the genie choke, right? I kick, boom, I got a good angle, lots of pressure. If he comes up and bases up to take the pressure off, that's sweet, right? I'm here trying to sweep, and I've still got control of his arm, but he's facing back. Foot in the hip. I'm gonna use this knee to drive his arm. Okay, I kick, and that spins me right into that arm lock. Boom. Right? He grabs. Right? It's both my arms versus his. Check. I go to sweep and I lose grip. He faces out. Boom, right on it. Right on Cheeto, right? Under that Kimura. And like I said, last but not least, anytime he's still holding my hip or my gi or his arm is connected here, right? If I'm trying to sweep, it's not working, right? I'm going to just switch and come up. He's right at an angle with that. My leg can attach my arm. Transitionally omoplata. And all the sweeps and attacks and all the different things, recounters and counters from the omoplata series. Check. So I choke, spinning arm lock on the arm that you're controlling, omoplata on the opposite arm, and the Kimura if he breaks the grip and bases out. Good to go. You guys know all the mechanics from the basic curriculum for the arm lock, for the spinning arm lock, for the Kimura, for the omoplata, for the triangle, for the I choke. But now it's off of this energy from either missing the sweep or kicking back up out of the position with that knee that was across the belly. Check? Let's do it. So again, we're working into our scissor posture. And a lot of times people are hesitant to put this leg down, right, to sweep, but they need that for the levers, because what happens when you put this down is he kind of hops over with that leg, boom, right, goes over with the leg. Picture. Okay, when you start to sweep, he pops over with the one leg, and see where he's at. So now what it'll do, and we'll see this go much faster, but this arm's gonna come under. I'm gonna pummel under, and my knee's gonna come up, and I transition to the leg. So you gotta drill this to have it smooth. Okay? Like I said, this arm's gonna come under, the knee goes under, right? As he's hopping over, he's very light. Check. Locking. All of our mechanics for our knee bar, same. We're locked up on here, putting pressure on the hip, however we need to be to control. I don't just skip straight to this high triangle where now he can move his hips. I want to be locked, putting pressure on his hips. Okay, please. Hold on, let me start the sweep first. I start to sweep, he hops over. Look, as he hops, he's light. Boom. Right, foot in the armpit, stretch him out, lock on the hips, hit that knee. Okay, now slow again. I go to sweep, he hops over. I see that he's hopping over, so I bring this under. That gives me a lot of pressure. This knee comes up underneath and drives. I catch, push. My hips are well above his knee. I'm in a good position to finish this now. There you go. So arm leads, knee follows, bring him over. He jumped to go over that leg, so he's fairly light. There we go. Questions? let's do it.